Wait, what is this? What year is it? Shinigami doing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetype review? Huh? What's up with this? So, two things. One, I've been back to making Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. Second thing is that this is a one-time thing, don't worry. So, for the whole making content thing again, up on Demi Duelist I'm making a variety of content again, related to Yu-Gi-Oh! There's been some new interesting card reveals and stuff, so I figured, might as well just return. New Light Swan stuff, new Ancient Gear stuff. New potential for Infinity with Triple Launch on the OCG, we've been testing that. And yeah, I felt a hunger for the game again, so I've been doing content again. So if that's something you want to check out, go to my second channel, Demi Duelist. It's on the screen here, you should be easily able to find it. If you want to see the good old Yu-Gi-Oh! Content again, check it out. I'm not planning to do anything on the Shinigami channel again, but yeah, that's just something I wanted to notice. Why am I making this video? I rarely get hyped for new archetypes, honestly, although Konami this year so far has been doing amazing with archetypes, I gotta say. But I created this new archetype called White Woods, which is absolutely fucking insane, and I want to talk about them. So yeah, this just got dropped this morning, literally like an hour ago or something, and I already tell you, I've been playing this game for a long while, ever since it's been released at TCG pretty much. I rarely get very hyped for archetypes. There's a few archetypes which I think like, oh, these are neat. I've looked at these cards, I think this is the biggest amount I've been hyped for an archetype since arguably Infinity, so that should say a big deal, right? Konami isn't holding a gun against my head, forcing me to make this video either. I just think these are some very solid good cards. So yeah, let's get into these actual fucking cards, shall we? So first off, we have Asteria of the White Woods. Now talk about this archetype in general, they're a synchro-based strategy, as you can see by the multiple synchros here. All the main deck monsters are spellcasters, they have some synergy with Illusion as well. And that makes them very good, and while gimmick is sending spell traps to your graveyard to activate their effects. So first off, we have Asteria of the White Woods. The art of these cards is amazing too, I like them a lot too, which is something that I find rare in Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! As well. But there's been some archetypes that do hit. So level 2, light spellcaster effect monster, 0 text, 0 defense. This is an interesting stat lineup. I'm not sure how much you will support synergizers with this. Not sure if those actually have to be fiends to have any kind of synergy. I have not checked. This is something I need to check. So quickly making a note on another screen. Hope if you saw that you didn't. Ubel White Woods, because I'm not sure. Maybe it works. I don't know. But yeah, these do look good. So each of these effects are once per turn. You can send a spell trap from your hand to field to the grave, special summon a light spellcaster tuner from your deck, which can be a lot of things. This can literally just go into Sword Soul combos. It can go into Fortune. Well, Fortune Ladies don't have a spellcaster light, but there's a variety of things you can summon from the deck, including their own stuff. Sending a spell trap from your hand or field to the graveyard has a lot of synergies. There's a lot of field spells in Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! That search a card to basically do nothing. Fortune Ladies have those continuous spells that does that as well. So yeah, there's a lot of things you can summon here. Sending it to the grave is not a big deal, plus it's their entire gimmick of the spell traps, which... yeah. So that's the thing. And if a spell trap card is sent to your graveyard to activate a monster effect, while it's in the grave, you can special summon this card. So yeah, these can activate at the same turn, so if you send multiple spell traps, then you can easily accumulate a huge board. Yeah, first effect is huge, second effect is also pretty big if you look at the rest of this archetype. To activate a monster effect is an interesting one. I believe this is mostly trace of something like Witchcrafter. I'm not sure which other archetypes really do this, but yeah. This has a lot of potential as an engine. I'll have to take a look at every single archetype Yu-Gi-Oh! To see what synergy this has, but yeah, this sounds nuts. Very good monster already. Then we have another light spellcaster 0/0 reset of the White Woods. Or of a chibi kind of card, or yeah, well, yeah. You can send a spell trap from your hand or field to the grave, special summon this card from your hand, then add a White Woods monster from your deck to your hand, except itself. So not only do you get this as a body, you get to search an additional one, which, in my opinion, my humble opinion, is absolutely fucking nuts. Getting a free body is always nice. Well, free, you have to set a spell trap, but hey, you're the trigger of that. Their own card synergy with this. And then you also just get to search on top of that. Like, if it was just this, it would have been fine, probably. There would probably already be uses for it, but you also just get a search on top of that, which Feels kind of nuts. The second effect's a bit useless on this one. If a light spellcaster tuner, especially into your field during your opponent's turn, well, it's in the grave, can add to your hand. I mean, it has some uses, but yeah, compared to this, for example, it's not a great graveyard recursion effect. But I see it as a bonus effect for this card. Next up, we have Sylve of the White Woods. Yeah, kind of cute. It's like the wolf here. I don't dislike it. Oh, it's nice. Level 4 light spellcaster, 200 effect monster, 1500 attack, 200 defense. Both effects are once per turn each. Rekindling except it's light. Oops. If it's normal special summon, you can add a White Wood spell trap from your deck to your hand. Okay, yeah, just search anything. And by the way, this summons this from your deck. Which then will fetch you something. You can then go to level 6 Synchro, which is very, very nice. There are some good level 6 Synchros to gain your Mark pluses, like Gold Dragon, for example. So that's something to keep in mind. Yeah, it's a level 4 tuner. Gets your spell traps. If it's in your graveyard, as a quick effect, by the way, that's very interesting. You target a White Woods Synchro monster you control or in your graveyard. This stands out to me. Return it to the extra deck and if you do special summon this card, but its effects are negated. Which is fair, otherwise it would have been a plus, and yeah, that would be too much. But still, it recycles your resource. You only need to run like one of the good synchros, and it gets you a tuner on the field. You can use both effects at the same turn, so you get synchro with this. Use the synchro you made with it to make another synchro, and then special summon this tuner back onto the field, which is very, very good. Let's say you mill this, you didn't have access to it yet, it still comes back. So yeah, very, very good card. Like the art for this one. Rekia of the White Woods, not sure how to pronounce that, but whatever. Level 4 light spellcaster tuner effect. 800 attack, 600 defense. Each effect is once per turn. If you control a White Woods monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, which is a very, very nice effect. If you control any of the other ones, including one of the synchros, you can just special it. You can send a spell trap from your hand or field to the graveyard, draw one card. Let's say you have one of those field spells that aren't exactly useful, you can send it to the grave, draw one, trigger, for example, this one's effect, special summon it and go to level 6 synchro. Just a quick play you can make. Yeah. These two effects would have made it playable, but of course it has a third effect. If it's in your graveyard, you can target a White Wood Synchro monster you control in your grave, return the extra layer special summon it, but its effects are negated. Same thing as the Sylve, which makes this a really, really good engine, for example, something like Lightsworn, you know. Summon one of the level 6s, which are completely generic. Spoiler alert, they're all generic, all the synchros. Get this back from your grave, then make huge plays. Yeah, these cards are all just fucking nuts. This is also good. Like, these are very good. This one is insanely good. This one is decent. So far, all the monsters are very, very good additions to various strategies. Then we have Sylvera, Witch Wolf of the White Woods. Yeah, looks neat. Level 6, light spellcaster synchro tuner effect monster. 900 attack, 2400 defense, tuner +1 plus non-tuners, completely generic. With special summons, you can change all face monster both controls to face on defense position, which is kind of iffy. It's not the best kind of effect. If you can somewhat make it in your opponent's turn, it could be decent. It's like a Book of Eclipse, which is decent enough. Illusion and spellcaster synchro monster control gain 500 attack. Also, if they attack a defense position monster, inflict double piercing battle damage to your opponent. That is a bit scary. Now, one issue exists. Link monsters, they cannot be flipped face down. Yeah. It's kind of whack, but it has its uses. Still, it's a decent synchro. I'm not sure if you'll be playing this one because the other one exists, but it's still nice. This one, I absolutely fucking love this artwork. It looks really, really fucking nice. The wings give like a demonic vibe. I like spellcasters and witches. My avatar and background on my Yu-Gi-Oh channel are Talia from Fire Emblem for a fucking reason. I absolutely adore this card, visually wise already. Artwork, this might just be my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card, I won't even lie. Regalia, Wicked of the White Woods, level 6, light spellcaster synchro tuner effect monster. 2000 attack, 1500 defense, completely generic. First effect is once per turn. If it's special summoned, you can send a spell trap from your hand or field to the graveyard. Add one White Wood card. Any of the cards, any of the monsters, any of the spell traps, absolutely not search effect. On extra deck monster, that is completely generic. So you just can go into the other ones as an engine, and it's a synchro tuner. Have you forgotten about this card? This can special summon itself, get you this effect. That's fucking nuts. Or 1 light spellcaster from your deck to your hand. Fortune Lady Light, for example. Witchcrafters have a few lights. At worst, Effect Veiler for an extra negate. Yeah, this card is fucking absolutely nuts. I remember one of the main issues with Fortune Ladies being, well, if the deck had a level 6 spellcaster that was good, they actually could go into their own synchro without issues and it would be a lot better. Well, wake up, honey. A very, very good option to do exactly that has just appeared. Yeah. Just this combination of stats is already very, very good on its own. This could be a vanilla and it would still be playable with something like Fortune Lady, probably. But then this exists. Set away a spell trap you don't need. And just completely fetch a very, very good card. That's just very good. Illusion Spellcast Secret Monster Control gain 500 attack. They want you to make a huge board with these. This does stack for multiple copies. Also, they cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effect. It's like, it's not why you run them. You know? It's not why you run them. This is very, very good. Next up we got Diabel, Fiendess of the White Woods. Artwork, it's neat. Not my type of thing, but whatever. Level 8 light illusion synchro effect monsters, so actually tapping into illusion, which is fine. 2500 attack, 2000 defense. Is that Dark Magician stats? Somewhere it sounds like it, but I might be wrong on that one. Fact check me. Spreading fake news around here, as I do. 1 tuner plus 1 plus non-tuner effect monsters. Oh no, not effect monsters, just monsters in general. I misread that. This is not a tuner, by the way, it's just level 8. Is that relevant? Yes, and I'll explain in a second. If this card is synchro summoned, you also get tuner synchro monster as a material, which is not tough, difficult at all, you know. These are synchro tuners, especially this one is a synchro tuner. Combine it with any level 2, which it also provides. It's very hard to do. You can target a spell trap in your graveyard, add it to your hand. People wanted Nightmare Griffin banned for this effect. Adding a spell trap from your grave to your hand is very, very nuts. Let's say there's a very broken floodgate legal. Let's say they ever decide to return Vanity's Emptiness, for example. Just a quick example. Even anti-spell fragments if you know you're going against pendulums. As a large one, you just mill it, because you mill 20 cards. You can fetch it back, set it, and then your opponent is fucked. There are other cards that you can do this with as well. One of the things that come to mind, you have the World Challenge Miko, the level 5 synchro tuner that gets you with like a succession. Use it, for example, Infernity Necromancer. Get back Infernity Launcher. Yeah. There are so many broken use cases for this. Just fetching back a spell trap from your grave is a huge fucking deal. Let's just keep it at that. Yeah. That's huge. When your opponent activates a card or effect, does not matter what, you can send a spell trap from your hand or field to the graveyard, especially summon level 6 or level 7 or lower tuner synchro monsters from extra deck, graveyard or management. This is also fucking nuts. Why? Well, you can summon Formula Synchron and turn this into Baronne. Yeah. This effect exists to get you a plus, and this can go into Baronne. Now, setting a spell trap as a quick effect is also very interesting. Why? If this is sent to the graveyard to activate a monster effect, you can set it. Right? This will happen in a separate new chain, as, well, I'm pretty sure it doesn't miss timing. If it does, well, fuck me, I guess. But with the way this archetype is designed, I doubt it, because otherwise this effect would be going against its own design, which would make sense, so it doesn't miss timing. Oh, as a new chain, this sets itself. Trigger Ultimate Zolkin in your opponent's turn. Summon a second Crystal Wing, because, well, you run Zolkin, you already summoned a Crystal Wing in your own turn. This becomes Baronne. That's very fucking scary. This is a very good effect. This is a very, 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 very good effect. So far the cards are fucking busted. Now let's look at the actual spell traps. They all have one effect. If this card is sent to the graveyard to activate a monster effect, you can set this card. It's a once per turn effect. It does not have a but banishes when it leaves the field effect. So in a grind game this could be very, very interesting. It reminds me of the Witchcraft cards, kind of. But yeah. First off, we have Legend of the White Woods, which is a normal spell. Both effects are once per turn. If you control an illusion or spellcaster monster, completely generic, add 1 White Woods monster from your deck to your hand. Yeah, with this kind of condition, I guess I had to add some kind of restriction. But this is not a big deal. You can go to extra deck monsters. This can make it generic in illusion or spellcaster decks. And yeah, if it's sent to the graveyard to activate the monster effect, you can set this card. So, for each of these cards, it requires you to set a spell or trap from your hand or field to the grave. The first time you send one of these, it's basically free, because it sets itself back. Yeah, that's already kind of completely nuts. Also, for all of these cards, it requires you to set a spell or trap from your hand or field to the graveyard. It's not always a negative thing. We could, for example, Metamorphosis combination, which will get you a plus. Yeah, that's just something I wanted to bring up for a second. But yeah, this just fetches any of the monsters. Very good search spell. 3 off, obviously. Beware of the White Woods. Both are once per turn. If control level 6 or higher illusion or spellcaster monster. Target all card your opponent controls, destroy it. Yeah, I think this card is cringe. It already requires to establish a board that Bennett can destroy a card. It's a not quick effect. I personally don't think you run this. Personally. Might be wrong there. Maybe it's a 1 per turn. Well, maybe run 1 copy because of this, but I won't lie, that's kind of cringe. That's not good. I mean, it can get rid of any card, but yeah, it's slow. Then we have Whispers of the Sinful Spoils, which might just include additional synergy. With effects are once per turn. This is a quick play spell, however, so if you do send it back, you can't activate it in the same turn. Target an illusion or spellcaster monster you control, return a face monster to the hand extra deck, special summon an illusion or spellcaster monster from your graveyard or banishment. Yeah, it summons any illusion or spellcaster from a grave or banishment, even the synchro tuners. Which trigger on special summon, not on synchro summon, on special summon. By the way. And it's completely generic what illusion or spellcaster monster from your graveyard or banishment it summons. So, let me quickly paint a picture. The targeting is cost, meaning that if you return Fortune Lady Light to your hand, it does not miss timing. They can special summon an illusion or spellcaster from your graveyard or banishment. So let's say you control any of the Fortune Ladies, and you have water in your graveyard or banishment already. You can bounce back Lady Light, summon water from your graveyard or banishment, then summon another water from your deck with the effect of light that just returned to your hand, and you draw 4 cards. I don't want to scare people with Fortune Lady Exodia, but that does kind of sound nuts in that deck. In any other variant, of course, this is very good as well. Returning to the hand isn't bad, because that's some of them that can special summon themselves. Theoretically can now summon illusion or spellcaster monster, return it to the hand, and if, for example, if it's a hand trap, that's very good as well. There's a lot of use cases for this. And it's all selling back, so this is also a very good card. Then we have Woes of the White Woods. It's a normal trap. Both effects are once per turn. Special summon a White Woods monster from your hand or deck. Then immediately after this resolves, you can summon a White Woods monster. I mean, that's kind of iffy, because for the second effect, it definitely has some play potential, though. This is completely generic in what decks can run it, basically. It just requires you to summon a White Woods from your deck. It's also you don't have to. You can synchro summon. You can also just summon the White Woods and call it a day. It is a trap, so it's a bit slower, of course. If it's sent to the graveyard to activate a monster effect, of course you can set this. This is something they all have. It's a trap, so in your own turn you can send it just fine, which makes this very good. And then the next turn you can actually use it. Do some trolling. Go into this, for example. This certainly makes Silvera, now that I think about it, pretty good, because then it actually becomes a pretty good interrupt. Because most good Link monsters require 2 materials. So if they summon 2 monsters, you can activate the trap. Then go into this, and if they can't respond to this, you flip 2 of the monsters face down, which makes them pretty fucking dead, unless they're like fusion based. Yeah, so I shit talked this level 6, but actually that's also a good card, so literally all of these cards are good. This is a very broken archetype, people are sleeping on these. Now, since I watch him Fafa, let's respond to the comments, because that's something he also does, but yeah, let me just say first, I love these cards, they're very, very good. Story continues, cool story bro, the original story of the original sin. Now correct, original story of Yu-Gi-Oh! Bayonetta. I do have that vibe, I agree. I can't wait to get Snake Eyes complete final 3 years. Yeah, that will be fun. I'm getting some sort of Bayonetta Origins with these new cards, it seems like it. Summerx, hey, Summerx Atlas. Good friend of mine. Well, friend. I talk to him a lot. I just skipped at that. Calling people online friends if you never met him in real life is kind of iffy, but yeah. He's a good guy. So the Monk and Toy Box about to go hard. True! Wait! Yeah, because you get discarded with Solar Monk and then set them. That's big brain. I don't know the Toy Box effects. The series card is definitely some of the best for this wave. Search any light spellcaster. Hello Ecclesia. Hello Ecclesia indeed. Wouldn't White Force fit better because Witch of the Black Force is called Japanese? I'm actually learning Japanese. I'm going to Japan this year. That's going to be fun. Bad Apple vibes intensify, correct. Morrigan is still account for, but that's just gonna... maybe. Also, with these Lord's Archetypes, I mostly get more support in the future. That could be cool. Could these work with Spellbook? I definitely think they can. Yeah, why not? Am I tweaking or does Silvera not have once per turn? Wait, what? Oh, it does not have once per turn. Granted, that's kind of specific to want to summon multiple times, but yeah, I guess you can. Oh yeah, I can also just summon it off the level 8 synchro, right? Because it's a special summon. Yeah. Which also reminds me, you can just summon this off your Diabel if, for example, you didn't summon it in the same turn somehow. Huh. Neat. Of course, you guys will choose that card to be the thumbnail, of course. It only took like 20 years to make complete spellcaster combo, doesn't need multiple engines to facilitate a single combo. And doesn't rely on the tracking of very boss monster. Congratulations, they probably still do. Let's be honest. I'm so tired of all female waifu decks, so it's just so boring. The only reason I have a bit of cry about it. Oh no, all they do is print horny archetypes. Ah, yeah, of course. Guys, I get so horny from these dragons. Oh my god, such a cute waifu. Shut your ass up, ignorant fool. They do create a lot of waifu decks, but come on, they also create enough other things nowadays. This complaint is getting old. Yeah, I can work well with Witchcrafters. Where's my Visa Slore Kanabi? Who the fuck is Visa? Isn't that the guy from like the Eurovision song? I'm not even sure if it was Eurovision, whatever. That's like Russian song. Isn't that Visa's? I don't know. This guy just came, and I don't blame Derby from Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexel. I also came when I saw these. Not gonna lie. So yeah, that's about it. Check out Demi Duelist once again because I will actually be building decks with these. Have a nice day, or don't. I don't get to decide that for you. Yeah, that's about it. Peace.